welcome to this edition of Adopt a Pet. This is Stacy and I'm Janice, and we're starting with the cutest little kitten.
Hunter. Thanks, David.
Aww.
Oh, look at that.
That's so cute.
Look at that.
Cute. So it's kitten season.
Meow meow. Hi. Yes, kitten season.
Oh, baby. Aww.
So this little kitten actually came to us as a little tiny kitten that had to be fostered by one of our wonderful foster parents. And we screen pretty well here, but sometimes things slip through the cracks. And unfortunately, the family that adopted Hunter decided they didn't want Hunter anymore.
Aww.
Yeah, I think it only took a few days. So they weren't ready. And that's why we ask that you are 100% ready when you come to adopt a pet.
It's a lot to take on to adopt a pet. So we try to tell people, to really research and make sure you're ready.
Yeah, you really have to. Hunter is a little boy, and he's neutered already. He's 8 weeks old, and he's ready for readoption. And this time we're going to make it stick.
He's so cute.
Isn't he beautiful? And he's just a little sweetheart. Hi. He does get a little kitten crazy, and jumps, and that just does what kittens do. So he's not always as calm. So we want you to know that before you do the adoption. He is actually going to only be $49 to adopt because his neuter was already paid for. Hello, baby. Hello, baby. Let me see your fat belly. Look at that belly. Can you get the belly in there? Look at the belly. Oh. We have a couple of kittens available for adoption now, so please come down and see them. And we've got a ton of kittens in foster care.
Great. What
Thanks,
a cutie.
David.
What a cutie.
Another kitten.
And then we have Cher.
Hi. I know, I just named her this morning.
Oh.
I go back there to pick animals. I'm like, oh, you're so nice. You don't have a name yet.
Oh.
But I thought Cher. I don't know why, but it just came to me.
Oh.
This is Cher. She's a female. She's about 1.5 years old, and she was actually a stray left at one of the vet's offices here in Burbank. And they brought her in here, and she's very sweet, and she's getting a little hefty. The reason why is she had some kind of intestinal problems when she came in, so she's on special food. It's kind of like a prescription diet, not a big deal. You can usually get that food at any vet that sells food. And but she's very sweet, and we think she's about 1.5 years old. I thought a little bit younger, but the vets think 1.5 years. She's a female. She's very sweet, and she's that beautiful, almost like Russian blue smoke.
Very pretty, and she's not going to be any bigger, so.
No, I don't think she's going to get any bigger.
On the small
Your
side.
head might get a little bigger, huh? Your head? Where are you going? Where are you going?
Get the kennel for you, okay?
Okay. So we'll hold you for a minute. But very, very sweet. She's a little nervous right now, but yeah, she's really affectionate. You want to go back in? There you go.
She says yes.
Easy peasy. It's not closed, but.
She says, yeah, I want to be in there. Have you seen that vicious rabbit? She says, have you seen Monty Python and the Holy Grail? I'm terrified of rabbits.
Well, it's got big teeth. Yeah, this is Thumper, and I think we've shown Thumper before.
Aww.
We have a couple of these little white bunnies with the pink and blue eyes, a little kind of albino bunnies. Your heart is going 1,000,000 miles a minute. What's going on with you?
He did not want to come out of the crate.
Oh, he didn't? Aww.
He went in fine, but he did not want to come out.
Well, we have misters back there. We've got air. We've got ice, big soda bottles full of ice water in their kennels because it is such warm weather. And I wanted to show Thumper today to remind everyone who has a rabbit, or if you're thinking about getting a rabbit, that this weather, can kill rabbits. And it's so important that you make sure that they're comfortable. If you don't have the option of having misters where your rabbits are kept, or having them inside where there's air conditioning, the best bet is to put in one of those big empty, liter bottles of soda full of water.
That's what we used to do. And freeze it. And,
yeah, you have two.
They lay all over
the other one's out with the rabbit all day. And they love it. They lay on top of it. They lay next to it. And it really brings their body temperature down. And it's important because they can overheat very, very easily.
That and keeping them in the shade and...
Yeah, it really, and fresh, cool water, and make sure that their water's not hitting the sun because the water bottles, it gets really warm, and just make them comfortable. If we had coats like this, we'd want to be comfortable too.
Yeah, I'm thinking it.
Thumper is only 7 months old. He was a stray in a park. That's another thing we want to say. is a lot of the rabbits that we're getting in are rabbits from Easter that are about his age now, or they're getting a little bit bigger, not so cute anymore according to them. To us, we think they're all cute.
Yeah.
And then they're starting to show up at shelters or being thrown into parks. And what people don't realize is a domestic rabbit cannot survive in a park. They usually die within the first couple weeks from starvation. They don't eat the berries and the nuts. They're used to the pellets and the lettuce and the fruit that you give them. So they will not survive in a park, and we're lucky when we're able to have someone catch one in a park and bring it to us, or we're able to catch one. So please keep in mind that's what we're here for. If you can no longer care for the animal, please bring them in here.
Yeah.
If you're a Burbank resident. So Thumper is available for adoption now. He's already neutered. He's $30, and he can walk out the door with you today.
Cool. Very nice.
Yeah. Thanks, Monique.
What a pretty one.
Look at this. Look at the puppy.
Oh, he's cute.
Woof, woof.
And you're just a little guy.
Are you a butler?
Yeah.
Hi,
That's the way he liked to sit.
Hi, sweetheart. Hi.
What's going on? He's a puppy. Hi. Or what's the matter? You were
Yeah.
jumping all over the place a minute ago.
He says, I've had a lot going on in my life the past couple of days.
He has. So this little guy is AJ, and he's only 4 months old. He is a min pin puppy, and he's a mix. And he was actually brought in by a family because their son became allergic to him, and for health reasons they had to turn him in. So again, that's what we're here for. We are putting AJ up for adoption on the 23rd, so it's right around the corner. He's going to be available for adoption at 10 o'clock in the morning. He'll be 104 to adopt. Includes all his puppy vaccinations, his microchip, and we're going to neuter him before you take him home. He's a good boy, and he loves other dogs because he has 2 roommates. Yeah, 2 little roommates.
Okay.
Hi! And he did live with a family with children, so he's used to children, so that's always good. He seems a little nervous right now, and he is, but he's a typical bounding, squeaky puppy.
Typical toddler
Yes.
when he's not in this
Yes.
environment.
Hi, baby.
It's okay.
Are you shell-shocked?
It's okay.
Are you shell-shocked? What's the matter? You're so
Aw.
sweet, love. Hi. Hi, baby. But, gonna need some training. Even small dogs need training.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, sugar. There you go. You girl thing. Aw.
He's like,
All our
terrified.
dogs come with a story.
I know. Hi, baby.
Hi, sugar.
Hi.
Sugar.
Hi, buddy. Hi, baby. Oh, hey.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, bud.
Hi. So this little dog, this little boy does not have a name. Him and Chihuahua that he's housed with, we would obviously like them to go together. He's with a little Chihuahua with a little floppy ear. It's another little boy. We think that this, hi buddy, come here. We think that this dog is about 3 years old according to his teeth. He's obviously a purebred Cocker Spaniel with a very funny haircut. You can tell that he's had some shaved on his ears. He did come in with a little ear infection.
Might have had a little matting or something.
Yes.
Somebody just had to cut it real close.
Yeah. He did have a little ear infection, and we are treating him right now with antibiotics and trying to get rid of that. That's very typical in Cocker Spaniels, and they're flapped. You have to clean out these ears at least once a week. They get food in them, they get dirt in them, and they get infected very, very easily.
Really, any flappy-eared dog.
Cockers are very prone to them, though. Just keep that in mind. But it's very treatable, and just with maintenance, regular maintenance. But again, this dog came in with another little
I like
dog.
the surfer blonde top here we got going on. Yeah.
Yeah, Cockers, they're nice dogs. We don't know much about these dogs except for they're stray. We don't know if they're good with children. We know that they're good with each other, so we know, semi-good with other dogs. So if you have children, we need to bring in your entire family to make sure everybody gets along. Cockers have a bad rep sometimes for not being great with children. He seems like he has a good temperament, but we prefer to do an introduction before we do an adoption if you do have children. He's available on the 23rd with the other dog.
Cool. There you go. There you go. Now you show how beautiful you are. There you go. You're very cute. Okay. Very cute. They're such good dogs. They really are. Just a lot of maintenance because of all the hair.
Maple!
Hey, Maple.
Come here, baby.
Come on.
Come on, right over here.
Come on. Says you.
Come here.
Did you know there's been other dogs on the show? Did you know that?
Maple, come here. Can we turn around? Come on. Here. Let's get you on so you can at least be on camera. There you go. Sit. Sit. There you go. That's a good girl.
Beautiful.
So, this is Maple. You know, again, this is one of the dogs I'm going to keep showing until we find her a home. Maple is between 8 and 10. She's a spayed female. We think that she's a little bit of a mixed lab, a Vizsla, maybe a little pit. She
She's been with us about
is.
7 months now, huh?
She's been here since November, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, November, and no one's looking at her, and we're not sure if it's because of her age or what. But if you're looking for basically just a perfect dog that's just going to hang out and, you know, she's not a barker, she's not a growler, she could really kind of care less until it's something that, you know, affects her. She will be protective, but she won't be overly, you know, excessive about it. She's just a nice dog, and, you know, someone loved her and someone took care of her for a long time, and she deserves to go back into a home like that. It's no life living at the shelter when you're an older dog. When you're younger, you're a little more flexible, you know, you can get used to things, but she's an older dog and she deserves a home, and we're just asking to give her a chance. She's okay with some other dogs. We don't know how she is with cats. She's good with children. She's attended many of our outside events and she's done wonderfully. She's such a good dog. You can do anything to her, and she's just, you know, she's very even, which is really nice to have in a dog. But Maple is up for adoption now. She's spayed. She's only $69 to adopt. She is part of the Senior for Senior program. And
We keeping you awake?
bonus!
Oh, honey.
Did you have a chili dog for lunch? Did you have a chili dog? But we just want to see her go to a good home because she's, well, all of our dogs, but
Yeah.
you know, just it's the older ones that tug at our heartstrings because she's just so wonderful, huh? We would all take you home if we could.
So we have Jake here. And Jake is what?
Jake is an 8-year-old cockapoo.
So
And-
another older dog.
Another older dog. I actually spoke with his former owner on the phone yesterday, and he was concerned. Because he was a mess that he had to turn Jake in. He had another dog at home, and what was going on is they kept having fights, the two dogs, and the owner was bit in the process of breaking them up, and
Oh.
he just couldn't do it anymore, and he didn't want his other dog to live that way. He didn't want Jake to live that way. Jake. And he's the instigator, so Jake needs to be the only dog.
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. He's okay for a couple seconds. It was like Babs. She's okay for a couple seconds, but then living together, no. It's not a good idea. So Jake needs to be the only dog. He's okay with kids, probably 10, 12 and up. But he's 8 years old, so he also is good for the Senior for Senior program. He's a nice dog. He's still active. He's a sweet boy. He was living inside. He might need some potty training, like reconditioning, you know, while he's living at his new house. But the owner called and said, you know, I'm concerned because I'm watching the show every week to see if Jake's going to be on it.
Oh.
And I explained to him, well, it's hard to show Jake because, you know, he's got to be in the room with other dogs. So we're really careful today, and we're not having him face to face with any of us. I mean, it's not like he completely attacks them and jumps on them and holds them down until they give him all the money, but he just, you know, we need to be careful. So Jake is shown today, and we're hoping that his former owner's watching this and know that we're trying to do our best to find him a home, and we will find him a home. He's a good-looking boy.
He's a good-looking baby, yeah.
Yeah, and he's a nice dog, and he's friendly, and that always helps a lot.
He just wants to be an only dog, and we always have dogs like that. It's not that big of a deal.
And it's funny because usually the only dogs are big, huge dogs that are so intimidating. And here's Jake, this little cockapoo. You know, he needs to be the only dog too. Big deal.
And Jake's a good sized dog, you know, for a house or an apartment or, you know.
Perfect.
Yeah.
And again, he's not an excessive barker, so he would be good.
Yeah.
And he's our last dog.
Well, very good. Well, you know what that means? It's time to go to Monique for our tip of the week.
Hi, my name is Monique, and this is my friend Hunter. If you're looking for a kitten, we have over 60 kittens in our kitten foster fair program, and we are going to display them, some of them, on Saturday, June 1st from 10 a.m. to 3 p.m. With Memorial Day weekend, we kick off our outdoor season, which many of our pets love just as much as we do. As you're celebrating this weekend, please keep a watchful eye on your dogs and cats around swimming pools, insect repellents, barbecues, and alcoholic beverages. Also remember that many cooked foods on the grill may be too greasy for our canine and feline's tummies. It may result in upset stomachs or an inflamed pancreas. Additionally, make sure your pets have plenty of fresh shade and fresh water as the days heats up as you spend quality time with each of your four-legged best friends. Thank you. My name is Monique, and that is your tip of the week.
Thank you, Monique. Yeah, that's something to think about. It's getting into those times of the day. A lot of times people leave for work in the morning, and especially in June when we have the overcast in the morning, and then we think, it's a cool day, don't have to worry about it. And then as soon as those cloud cover goes away and it heats up in the afternoon,
We've actually had a few calls like that, and it was, the owner, once we got them back home to explain to them, look, your dog is standing out here at, no shade. They were mortified because they had no idea.
Yeah.
So you just have to be aware of that.
Think about all those things. They're like your kids. You got to think about everything with them all the time. So we got bunny rabbits and cats and kittens and dogs, and please, put a lot of thought into it. That having a pet is not a snap decision, so make sure you do your research and make sure it's a family decision with all members of your family, so that you give your new adopted family member the best opportunity to have a positive experience in your house. And when you come to that decision, make us your first choice. We've got all kinds of animals down here looking for forever homes, so come down and see us, and hopefully we can match up a pet to you, and it'll be a positive experience for all of you. And remember, when you adopt a pet, you adopt a friend. Thanks for joining us.